Who am I? What kind of video should I make? Can this coin help me decide? Would this be a good intro to a video?
Did you forget about me?
Huh? Is that... Did I just...
Don't you remember me? Where am I? Am I dead? I'm all alone. It's very wet down here. Can you save me? It's time to finish what you started. That wasn't very nice.
That's what it did. It went... It came up at the bath and said, "That wasn't very nice." And if you think that was the weirdest day of my life, just wait till you see the rest. Oh boy. Did you enjoy that intro? 'Cause I enjoyed making it. And let me tell you, this is not the first time I've made a film set in a bathtub. Oh no, no, no. What's this film all about then, you ask? Well, it's nothing to do with Doctor Who, and it's not really about a magic skull summoning an ancient purple creature. I just thought that was a banging intro. Well done if you know what episode of Doctor Who I'm low-key ripping off right now. If you do know, then leave a comment down below, and if it's right, I will write your name on a piece of paper and put it inside this small jar of cockles. I'll put you on my shelf. I'll put you on my shelf for, let's say, a year. One standard human year. And you can be my cockle. Does that sound good? I suppose the only similarity this film has with Doctor Who is that they both involve a form of time travel, because this is the story of me and my life, my history, my encounters and adventures with the Purple Monster, a character you'll come to know well, I'm sure. But be warned, because this is a Christmas Halloween special and it's gonna get scary. Does anyone get this reference with the zoom and everything? Remember, you could be my cockle. Before I get into all that though, first, I suppose I should introduce myself as a character. Fictional, real, doesn't really matter. Ideally so you can relate and empathise with me as a protagonist going forward. What is the Master Moriarty? Who is Alexander Moriarty? Do you know him? Do I know him? Well, of course I know him. He's me! How many references am I going to put in this stupid video? It's just silly. Okay, so yes, I am Alexander Moriarty. I've also gone by other names such as Perry Peter, Vinny Dagger, Barrack Linian. This is my room currently. I like things like Doctor Who and Star Wars, The Legacy of Kane. I am a writer, a dreamer, and I suppose a filmmaker. You can be the judge of that. I play guitar. I've just had spaghetti bolognese. Yeah, I've just had a fuckload of bolognese. I play keyboard. I have an orange cat. Obi. I play video games. Obi, run away! Run away, Obi! And I suppose if there's one thing you should know about me is that I'm really, really very silly. What else? Well, I have long, dry, shit hair at the moment. It's just part of my brand to have shit hair, isn't it? Which is great because having long, dry, shit hair is a long-lasting tradition that dates back to when I was around 13 or 14. I've always had long, dry, shit hair, but spookily enough, I haven't had it this long since about that age. That's kind of where I like to begin my story. Oh, hello, Obi. Yeah, I haven't had my hair this long since about that time. Make of that what you will. Spooky, Halloween, Christmas, coincidence. Now, if you're not sufficiently sold by me as a host and a relatable human being, then I suggest you leave now, because this is it. This is what you get. Before I delve deeper into my stories and life, I'm giving you a chance to leave. Okay. Huzzah! It is I! Don't panic! Cause, even though it's predominantly gonna be me sat in front of a computer showing you stuff and talking, which is a bit boring, I am gonna try and add a little bit of flair, flavour, spice, something nice. And maybe I'll try and add a little bit of an unreliable narrator as we go, just so your brain's all stimulated. Like this microphone, for example. It's not plugged into anything. That's a classic joke, isn't it? Okay. To add some context to what it is I'm trying to do with this video then, if you hadn't guessed from the title, this is a video about me trying to answer the question, who is Alexander Moriarty? I got some notes on my phone so I don't get lost, because my brain is awful, just like my hair. And to answer the question, who is Alexander Moriarty? Well, I'm a wannabe filmmaker YouTuber, the YouTuber that never was. Because over the years, I've accumulated a massive collection, vast quantities of films, videos, music, projects that I've been involved in, also just random clips, mainly my stuff, but of some other people as well, which we'll get to that. Some of the stuff in my collection I have uploaded before, stuff like gaming videos, short films, music videos, but I've never really produced and uploaded things consistently because my brain is made of poo. Other than the projects I've been involved in, a lot of the stuff on my archive is just like random videos and clips and stuff, which was never really uploaded or even recorded with any particular intent, which I think is quite sad. It's a bit of a shame. I just feel a deep sense of missed opportunity. So I thought I'd make this video, or a series of videos, documenting some of the things in my archive, documenting different eras of my life over like the course of 15 years. And maybe I can try and finish some of these projects, or take some of these like random clips and make something of it. That'd be good. If I can make something of all this stuff now that is valuable and does well, then great. If not, then it's just documented, and then I can move on making better shit. And no one else is going to do this, no one else can do this, so I don't know, maybe it'll be interesting, maybe it'll be another weird failure. Maybe I'm just boring. So this is going to be chapter 1, part 1. It is going to be a cringy video about me sharing cringe things though, so yeah. It's very hard to toe the line between authentic and cringe for me. I've been wanting to give YouTube a proper go for a while now. I've been building a little studio in my room so I can have another bash at creating some videos for you. Like this green screen, for example. I could change the background to something scary or Christmassy. I'm an entertainer, I'm a bit of a character, but I'm a storyteller at heart. So let's just see what happens. Come with me now on a journey through time and space as I attempt to document my stuff and make compelling videos about my life. It's probably not gonna work, but because if you've got all that stuff ready to go, it shouldn't just sit on a hard drive, it shouldn't be there gathering dust. It can't all be for nothing. And for the first part of my story, it doesn't really explicitly involve me that much at all, so I'm sorry about that. It's actually for the next couple of parts, you're just gonna have to bear with me, just let me cook, okay? I don't know how to make compelling media. That's kind of what this is all about. Just consider these first couple of videos a very, very convoluted backstory, and then I'll get to the good stuff about me being a silly boy later, okay? So let's get this on the road show. Let's take you on a trip down memory lane for the first part of my story, which takes place in a mystical land, a land called Ormskirk. This is Ormskirk. It's a lot busier than I expected. This is the place where I grew up. Behind the camera filming right now is my sister Evangeline. Oh, it's Evangeline. Hey, do you want to say something?
Hello there, I have been the OG cameraman for many projects in your collection.
That's very true. You'll get to know Evangeline, or Ursula, if we're going to do that joke and milk that. Oh, lovely bit of sun. When I say that I grew up here, I don't mean that I was born here. I was actually born in a fishing village on the east coast in 1995. I'm taking growing up more as sort of fundamental moments from your childhood where you discover what you're passionate about. Moments that will stay with you for the rest of your life. For example, there used to be a Woolworths over there. That closed down looking building. Obviously Woolworths isn't a shop anymore. I actually stole a Spider-Man toy from Woolworths and I feel a bit guilty about that now. It was actually this Spider-Man toy. Yeah. This is where I used to live, at my old house. I can show you some pictures of what it looked like inside. This is where I started watching films and getting interested in films. Things like Revenge of the Sith and Mighty Boosh. It's also where some of the earliest footage from my archive takes place. Right behind that window. Let's go take a look.
Dibble. Do you mind? Dibble was Vince, and Ben, he was a sailor that pissed himself.
Right.
You did this during drama? Yeah. As
What?
part of your work? Yeah.
Why did you act it out?
We were allowed to. We had to make our own thing up, which we actually didn't. Got this for you. I'll put it over here for you. Are you recording? I'm all good. Get off me. Sand with a plastic spade. I love archaeology, isn't it great? I'm archaeology. Boy, are you recording this?
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll do something then.
I'm just looking at the red light. Alright then. I'm very mobile. I've got a little wheel that kicks into my chin and
So what you just saw there was me laid on my mum's bed doing an impression of Tony Harrison from The Mighty Boosh. And I was trying to explain to my family that earlier that day I had been doing a performance of Mighty Boosh at school with my friend, and they just sort of let us do that. That is my old primary school. This is my old high school. This is actually the second high school I went to in Ormskirk. This is also one of my old high schools, my first high school, the one where I performed Mighty Boosh in class. Now, more importantly and interestingly than going to 3 schools, I actually decided not to go to school very much because it was shit. I was a bit of a strange kid, and I'd say that my more formative high school education was between school 2 and 3, where I was actually homeschooled and decided to watch films like Face Off and play Oblivion on my Xbox 360. I'm sorry to interrupt my program, but I bring an urgent message from Cyrodiil, delivered by the Black Horse Courier himself. Itself? I don't know, because this is Oblivion. Oh, let the music play. Beautiful music. Yeah, I said that I'd add some flavour as I went, and this is me trying to add some flavour, some spice. This is me from the future. I'm here to say that I wasn't bullshitting you when I said that I used to just sit and play Oblivion instead of go to school. And I intend to prove that to you because I have the privilege of sharing my first ever Oblivion character. He's called Kane, he's level 9, he's currently in Breville. I'm just going to load him up and tell you a little bit about Kane and why we're here in Oblivion. And then, yeah, we'll get back to the main show, I suppose. So, this is Kane. Look at him. He's a dark elf. He's a vampire. He's a spooky guy. If I remember correctly, he didn't really wear clothes very much. He used to just walk around topless like this. This is pretty much how I used to dress. I just wanted to be a topless vampire, spooky ghoul. Oh, you can actually sort of see through his belly. Is that just me? Can you see that? That's a bit odd. Yeah, he's called Kane. He's inspired by the Legacy of Kane series. That's where he gets his name, Kane. Say Kane again. Kane. I'm going to fast travel to the Imperial City and try and eat someone, because that's what Kane used to do. This is not going great, is it? Oof. You see him just turn to camera there. There is a few things I'd like to highlight while I'm here in Oblivion. One is this beggar right here used to be my main source of food. Simplicia the Slow? What do you have to say?
One more coin and I can get a pair of shoes.
Okay, bush face. Oh, there's a bush in the way. Kane feeding on a beggar. Your hunger for blood has been satisfied for now. I wanted to document the very, very silly jump in this game. Take note of this sound effect. Run out of lockpicks. Do I not have the unbreakable lockpick? Oh man. That's ridiculous. Let's do a bit of a rundown of my character, because I could have swore I had the unbreakable lockpick. Maybe, like, I had a later save. I don't know. I mean, he's level 9. He's dark mage. Not too bad, I guess. But then he's level 9, and he's the Mad God. He's the Archmage. He's doing quite well in the Thieves Guild. I think he's finished Dark Brotherhood. He's the Grand Champion. He's part of the Blades. Not done much of the Fighters Guild. Don't know, hasn't done the main quest, I guess. But he's doing alright, but he's level 9. That doesn't make any sense. Just as an extra fun thing, if I got it. Oh, there it is. Cure for vampirism. Right, so for some strange reason, when I was a kid, I didn't really understand Dark Elves or Oblivion, Elder Scrolls lore, and I just thought I wanted... I don't know how to phrase this. I made my Dark Elf green. There's no way I can make that sound better. I don't know why, but I just made my Dark Elf green. He's not green right now because he's a vampire. I have the cure for vampirism. I haven't seen what the character looks like for a very long time. I'm gonna rip off this band-aid. I'm gonna stop talking. I I can't postpone any longer. Are you ready? I'm not ready. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, what is that? I didn't understand what a dark elf should be. That is so green! Oh, and I'm over encumbered. That's what I actually... That's what I actually wanted to play as. Because I didn't know you could become a vampire. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not gonna be playing as this. I'm gonna load my save and then continue on with what I was going to tell you all. Now, I know that I haven't really shown you much footage from my archive yet. It's only been one small clip of me being a goofball on my mum's bed. But that's kind of the point, because at that time I wasn't really making films, I wasn't going to school, I was just here in Oblivion at the Arcane University instead of school. What do you have to say?
You have my ear, citizen.
But the thing is, even though I don't have a lot of footage of me during that time, I do have a lot of footage of someone else. Somebody who did have creative ambitions of making films and doing cool stuff. And that person was my older sibling, Georgie. Georgie. What can I say about Georgie? It's best that I just show you, I guess, rather than trying to tell you. So I'm gonna set a course on my vortex manipulator now for 2006, and we're gonna travel in time. Okay, you ready for this? Oh, look, it's 2006. Whoa. Let's go. Allons-y. Oh look, it's back. We're back in time. It's 2006. We're back in Stanley Street, and this is my old house. Trust me, we're back in time. Okay. Inside there, right now, is 15-year-old Georgie, my older sibling, and they're making a video for one of their friends. But this was 2006, remember? So making videos for your friends wasn't that common. Certainly not like it is today. So let's not judge too harshly. Take a look.
Boom. How you doing? Hi Jesse. The difference between me doing my videos now and you doing yours last night was you were doing them for the hell of it, and I'm actually talking to you right now, you know, because I'm not going to show these videos to anyone else really. It's a bit pointless. So anyway, yeah, see my, oh god, spin the chair, tight jeans, tight t-shirt, so that's good stuff. What else? Oh, bed sheets. Okay, hang on a minute, that's on the tripod, wait there. Bed sheets, white roses, good stuff. How cool's that? It's kind of, yeah, no, I'm just making a fool of myself. So, a compilation. Sorry, the cat's just popped out of nowhere. Check this out. Midge! It's called Midge. Strange name for a cat. Midge! I bet you, if I go and touch him, he'll attempt to jump out the window or run across the bed, really scared. He's a really, really weird cat. Hi, Midge. Look, see, he's gone. You're right, Midge. How are you doing? Do you want to go out? He's down there. He's gone now. No, that's wrong way. Messed up my angle now. Right, so my room. It's a bit. Oh, there's zoom. It's a bit messy. We've got a computer, my messy workspace. We've got swords. We've got art workspace. We've got posters. Marilyn Manson, yeah. Lots of Marilyn Manson. Dun 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 dun. Somewhat there. Dun 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 dun. And my bookshelf. And that's the floor, like you said, the floor. Oh look, there's my bed sheets, like I showed you before. And oh no, I'm running out of tape. So I'm gonna have to go in a sec. So I can't. My hand doesn't bend that way. See you later. Boo! This is me acting like a fool. Boo, this is me acting like a fool. Get a load of this. By the way, if you just watched that, was probably the most stupid thing I've ever done. Yeah. I'm so weird at this weird compilation and disposable teens, and I'm a nutter really. I'm tired. So what I might start doing? I might start making random TV, like, it's like a little TV show, isn't it? It's like George's room. Dance? Do you want to dance? Do you want to dance? It's not really a dancing song, but who cares? What? Say hi. My friend, say hi, Jessie. Hi, Jessie. Now you'll have to shout if you've got music on. Shout! Right now, bugger off.
So, what did you think to that? As not to embarrass Georgie too much, I haven't shown you everything. It was mainly just a room tour. But, holy shit, that was young me. I just walked in and did a big scream, acting like a weirdo. Exciting stuff. We actually thought it was so amazing that Georgie decided to edit it together on Windows Movie Maker. Take a look at that. Incredible stuff, really. Yeah, Some of you may be thinking that I haven't actually, in fact, travelled in time, and to be honest, you're not 100% wrong. I'm actually just filming on an old camcorder, which is cool because it's the same exact camcorder used to film those videos we just watched. Let me show you right now. Oh, look. Look, we're pointing at each other. There's the camcorder. Look. Okay. Whew. Oh, this is me at my old house. Georgie was a curious character. They still are. They were sort of reinventing themselves at the time, and obviously experimenting, making videos and being creative. They were very inspired by Eddie Izzard and a specific DVD of Eddie Izzard's called Glorious, I think it was. Go check that out if you want. Had this funny little intro at the beginning with a song Film Stars by Suede. They decided for their next video project that they wanted to do a little spoof video of that. Let's go check that out. Hello, it's me from the future again. I'm dropping the facade of time travel now, so I can add a little voiceover for extra context. I'm just having a cheese and onion sandwich. What you're seeing right now is the raw footage of Film Stars, which was a pre-visualization of the spoof video that they wanted to make. I could show you the actual edit, because they did edit this together, but I'm not going to because I don't want to play the music. It's just Georgie pretending to be a cheesy film star dressed in, well, you can see. I think it's quite charming. I should also mention that Georgie didn't act alone in this creative endeavour. They decided to do it as a sort of double act with their friend, and for the purposes of protecting the dignity and anonymity of such friend, I shall just be referring to them as Georgie's friend. Also, notice me in the background here climbing on a punch bag so I can get on top of the shed roof. This is now Georgie on the top of a shed roof, a different shed. We had many sheds. It's very funny, humorous content. Narratively, this is quite important because I'm building Georgie's character. Like I said before, Georgie was inspired by Eddie Izzard, and as you saw from their room earlier, Marilyn Manson. You'll see the culmination of these inspirations as Georgie continued to make films, and also how I eventually became involved and inspired too. Here is a close-up shot of Georgie's face wearing sunglasses, and then finally another shot of me just sat on the wall watching with Evangeline. Sorry, it's just so much cheese. So, quickly, just before we move on, Georgie presumably filmed this to learn how to edit, and I don't really feel like I need to show you their edit. However, the main point that I do want to bring up is, for every one of Georgie's videos going forward, they started to add credits. I mention this for reasons that will become evident later, and also because they reference me, and this is a film about me. As you can see, they mainly just wore sunglasses and climbed on the shed roof. Okay, next bit.
Exciting for 2006.
It really was. After Georgie filmed Film Stars in our garden, they decided to make the actual spoof video they wanted to make right here in Ormskirk, using it as a sort of comedic backdrop because it's a bit empty and drab and uninteresting. They shot some footage around here on this camera. They decided to retitle the film and call it Road to Rank, and they uploaded it and the 9th of April 2007. Film star. Yeah, I'm not going to be singing that actually. Hello there, it's me once again, and what I've decided to do for this section of the film is take the raw footage of Road to Rank and make my own fan edit, very similar to how it was edited by Georgie originally, in order to keep the spirit of their vision intact. I've also done this so I can extend some of the shots, show you some extra footage that they didn't use, and take off the music track whilst keeping the camcorder's audio. I'm unsure as to whether I can play the song and not get in trouble with the copyright men. And I don't really need to play it, so I'm just going to take it off. That's what I was singing at the beginning, by the way, if you didn't know. I'm not just insane. This whole video is mainly just a cheeky, slapstick, physical comedy. Evangeline was the camera person for this video.
Cars come in.
Move. Just move.
I've got to move.
She was the camera person for the majority of Georgie's videos going forward, which you'll probably see in the credits later on. The premise of Road to Rank, I guess, is just two cheesy film stars who play noughts and crosses, or tic-tac-toe, and then they have a bit of a falling out, a bit of a Barney, and then they make up. It's quite simple, it's quite sweet, it's quite effective. It's obviously better with music, but, you know, whatever. I just want you to consider the fact that this was Georgie's first uploaded video in early YouTube, and people like Smosh had released their first videos, I think probably like 2005, 2006-ish, the same sort of time, and they're very similar in tone. It's just two mates having a bit of a laugh to some music. I also think the production value of this is arguably better, because they have sunglasses and matching costumes. I don't know, maybe I'm just biased. I think if Georgie and their friend kept making videos like this, they would have probably done alright. This is modern day Ormskirk town centre. I just wanted to put it in there because I thought it was a cool comparison. It's also where Georgie and Georgie's friend ran up the street and looked at the camera. And I told you, there used to be a Woolworths over there. I really like this shot. It's just a really cool mirror shot on the side of a pie shop, which I'll talk about more later on, and I will be referencing this mirror again, so we'll be back here at some point. Keep an eye out for that. If you're wondering where I am and what I was doing and how this relates to me, fair enough. Because I was probably just at home playing Oblivion while this was being filmed. Probably fighting the yellow team in the Imperial City Arena. But, you know, screw it, this is my film. This is my history.
Do that with your hands, as if job done.
And I want to share it, I want to document it, because I think it's inspiring. It's at the very least interesting. I don't know. If I don't, it's just going to be this weird video lost in the depths of YouTube forever. Because yes, this video is still out there somewhere. It was actually uploaded by Georgie's friend. This is the park I was stood in Ormskirk. It's just worth mentioning, I guess. Nothing more to say. I just think it's cool that the park is still here. Granted, yes, I wasn't involved in this video, and it doesn't have anything to do with me, but it's noteworthy because if it wasn't for Georgie making this video and then later making other videos, I might not have gotten interested in making videos myself, and I wouldn't be the person I am today. So yeah, I think Georgie would have still been 15 here, close to 16, and me, I was 11 years old. Almost exactly 1 month away from being 12. And I should say earlier as well, when I went back in time and I was in Georgie's room and they was giving a little tour, I said it was 2006, but for all I know, it could have actually been early 2007. It's hard to know for sure because the videos I shared prior to this one weren't actually uploaded anywhere, so I've got no real way of knowing. I said I was going to be an unreliable narrator, but I didn't expect this. Oh, I don't know, I'm running out of things to say now, and this is a bit long, so I'm just going to ramble a bit. I've been watching Twin Peaks recently, and I feel a little bit like Dale Cooper when he's like making a report to Diane. Although I don't really have anything interesting to report, it would be just like, Diane, I'm watching a YouTube video from 2007. I'm really, really sorry for that god-awful green screen section at the beginning, by the way. I tried to explain in the green screen section earlier that I was going to make one big film and then decided to split it up into parts. I don't know, it got a bit chaotic, that whole segment, so whatever. I was just experimenting, you know. It's all good. So yes, all is resolved, and I suppose on that note, I might just end this video, and we have credits, once again. I'm not in them, obviously, but yeah, this is going to be the end of part 1. Oh, and also, all of this is edited in advance, so later when I refer to what I'm doing as one film or a film, I didn't know what I was talking about, so okay. Alright then, well, I'll see you in part 2 if you care enough to be there. Have a nice day, have a nice life, have a nice Halloween, have a nice cup of coffee. I'm gonna go home now, it's a bit cold and dark.
Hello, and welcome to the Pro Peter Show. Okay, maybe.
Open the curtains.
Maybe it's the Fluff Show.
It's off air.